So one of the reasons it may be difficult to meal plan is that you have picky kids or picky adults, but let's talk about picky kids. These are my top 4 tips for meal planning with picky kids in mind, because you can't plan for them or you'll end up eating the same thing or being a short order cook. So the first thing is to include at least one safe food with every meal. This doesn't mean you're asking them what they want or it's a favorite food. It just is a food that you know that they are generally okay with eating. This can be as big as like chicken nuggets, but it could also be like a side of fruit or rice. This way it takes the pressure off of you. You know they have something to fill up on, and it takes the pressure off of them. They don't have to feel like they have to eat a scary food to not feel hungry. The second tip is to serve uncomfortable foods with almost every meal and snacks. Picky kids learn to eat new foods by being exposed to them a lot of times in a low pressure environment. So instead of just serving new foods at dinner, serving them at lunch and at breakfast and at snacks alongside those favorite foods is a way to just increase exposure, get kids more comfortable with them without them feeling like, oh, I have to eat this unfamiliar food or I will go hungry. The third thing is to offer most food groups with each meal and snack. So instead of offering like only crackers for snack, offering crackers and fruit and maybe something with protein like cheese sticks or nut butter or hummus or something like that. At dinner, obviously offering like vegetables and protein and starches, and at breakfast offering carbs and fruit and protein, so that because kids are sporadic eaters, you are like working with probability that they're going to eat all their food groups in the day, even if like at one meal they fill up on one food group, because that's pretty normal, or not normal but like not abnormal for kids. So it can also give you peace of mind, like they only ate like this for dinner, but they ate a bunch of food groups in the rest of the day, so that's fine. That leads into my last tip is think of kids' nutrition in terms of the whole day or even the whole week. This can help take the pressure off each meal for you and them, and is really more realistic to how, even humans eat. So if you are thinking in terms of the whole week, like, did they eat fruits this week? You're probably good. Did they eat protein this week? You're probably good. That also gives you some strategy to be like, well, I know we're going to have an unfamiliar protein tomorrow. We'll have a more familiar one today so that I know that like they've eaten some today. Or we're going to have a favorite protein for lunch because we're trying a new one for dinner and I'm not sure, how much they're going to eat. So those are my top 4 tips. Include a safe food, include an uncomfortable food, include most food groups, and then think of the terms in the whole week or the whole day. If that sounds overwhelming, let me know. I'm happy to work with you individually. If it would also be helpful for me to do like a sample of like how I would think about this or plan this for a family, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about doing a few like examples of how I would plan this and how I would make like what an actual day or actual week would look like for a family that has some picky kids.